you for picking up the sticks. This is episode 69, Sticks Gaming Podcast.
69.
I am Mike, the Hammer Kernat. To my right, Mike, Big Steak Carnia.
What's going on?
To my left, Art Dick Joke Rosian. I couldn't think of a third name. I only usually got to do one, and I got to two.
I like it.
So
I still like it.
I mean, it's appropriate.
It is.
So
I do make a lot of dick jokes.
So after this we can really like disband. I think this is really the milestone.
This is the pinnacle of it all.
We're trying to get to.
We have 351 more episodes to get to the next like milestone number. Maybe 420.
Oh, okay. Math no good.
We make it to 420. I'm having a cigar during that episode.
So shit. How old would we be if we got to episode 420? We'd all be in our 40s, I think, pretty easily.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so, we're going to spend... All right, we're going to spend episode 69, fucking Konami, because we're going to take all of their IP, and we're all going to give it to somebody else. We've all got our own lists of who we think would like to. We all got some.
Kind of got some.
Steak and I have all of our lists. I didn't do all 15 either.
No, I've got like 2 or 3. I didn't.
Yeah, I did. Same here.
I have a small handful that I have up here.
Get the big ones? All right, we'll see. Have fun with this. Okay, we're gonna do that.
I have at least 2.
And we got, I think, a lot of what you're playing and what you're buying. So let's start with that. So this is our first.
For the record, we would have to do this for another 13 and a half years at episode 420 at the rate we're going. Damn. So that would put me at 50.
All right.
50, I'd be 50.
I'd be 40.
No, I'd be old. So this is our first post Black Friday show. And by the way, thank you to GameStop for posting this shit after we did this show and had the best ad out of everybody.
Shocking.
Yeah, really.
Shocking.
It was only like a few bucks, but it was always like $4 or $5 cheaper than almost everybody else on most things.
But if you save $4 or $5 on 10 things,
right, for sure. Yeah. So we're gonna do first, as opposed to what you're playing, we're gonna do what you buy, and I'll go first. So I bought 5 things. I posted a thing up on Twitter too. I was like, I might not buy any games. And it was literally like the day before, I might not buy any games. And then the next day I'm like, everything is available online. And I have store credit to GameStop. So I bought Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Was on Amazon for $25.
That's awesome.
And I had credit there. Awesome. So I got it for a grand total of $4.
Oh, wow.
So I figured, why not?
Steal.
I got Celeste for the Switch because on the eShop for like $15, I believe it was. Jackbox 5 I got, which is like $4 or $5 off. So nice. I like supporting them anyway.
Yeah.
I bought AC Odyssey.
Oh, nice.
I forget where. I think that was a GameStop.
Okay.
I think I bought that one at, because that one was also like $28 for like the standard edition. WWE 2K19 was an impulse buy.
I was saying, what motivated you to do that one?
I honestly, it's all Matt's fault for me going over and watching that wrestling about a month ago.
Okay, fair enough.
And it was just like, but it's really fun.
It's like when the football season starts, something you need to get mad in.
I was just like, I can get all the DLC and it's only $40. Like, out the hell. You get one wrestling game a decade and you're fine. So I'm going to count this one.
So just the fact, because can't you download like creations and
stuff?
So you can download all the
I will be going into that and what you're playing. Right. There's plenty to go over.
One wrestling game a decade. That's your second wrestling game this year.
That's true. Fire Pro, which I barely even played. I might actually get rid of that one though now. Either way. So yeah. All right, what you buy?
Nothing.
All right, steak. I buy your pumpkin pie again?
No, I had one. I bought pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving, which involved me waiting in line at Baker Square the day before Thanksgiving for about 45 minutes.
That's longer than I ever waited for anything. I on Black Friday.
You know what? If the family, if I didn't say like we're bringing dessert to Thanksgiving, I would have fucking walked out of there.
Yeah.
I told the wife, I'm like, next year we're getting it 2 days early because I'm not doing this shit again. And the original plan involved me like picking the kid up from school and then going to get it.
Yeah.
I would have fucking murdered him. He cannot sit still long enough to behave for 45 minutes in line.
You can't behave for 45 minutes.
It was getting really dicey there towards the end. There were some people that were going.
Get grandma down. Grandma down.
There were some people like going up to the register and they're like, I didn't have a reservation. It's a line full of reservations. It's a line like through the restaurant, weaving up and down the rows, between some tables, out the door, along the side of the store. And there's some people like, I didn't have a reservation. Like, everyone else in line has a reservation. I'm like, mother. But the only thing for Black Friday I was looking for was someone to have a deal on the HTC Vive, and nobody did. So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Especially no VR. I mean, the PSVR has some
Right.
good deal bundles, but like none of the PC.
Oculus
didn't,
had
did they?
Oculus was I think $50 off.
Oh, okay.
What you get?
Okay. Let's see. I got Assassin's Creed Odyssey for 27. Shining Renaissance Refrain for 25.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a JRPG.
Well, I imagine it's
Of
not,
course.
but I
It was a game that came out originally on the PS3 in Japan only.
Okay.
They finally brought it. They finally remastered it and everything. Brought it out for everything. Got that for Switch. So Odyssey I got for Xbox. Shining Renaissance for Switch. I got what's that game called? Firewall. That's that PlayStation VR game.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like that. It's supposed to be like a tactical shooter.
Yeah, right.
Picked up that for $20. What else I get? Far Cry 5 for Xbox, $20.
That's so good.
Oh, $20. I was like,
And
come on,
it's
I
such a
gotta
good
just
game.
do it. Which I actually almost didn't get it. Stupid Best Buy and their shipping. But because the nice thing about Best Buy, on Sunday I was able to order everything.
Yeah, right.
Because it came out. I got one item, and the other two kind of disappeared. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? So, but eventually it came. Although Shining Renaissance was originally in that supposed to be in that package. And thank God I ordered it again from Amazon because I thought my package was lost. Because when I got the package, it was my Far Cry 5. And then they sent me another copy of Red Dead 1 for Xbox One.
Nice.
Instead of Shining Renaissance. So it's like,
Same
okay, they sent me a completely different game.
It was weird. Like I got
Whoa.
my GameStop cart had 4 things in it. One was digital, and I got 3 other things, and they all came in different packages. I got AC Odyssey, a shirt, and another game for the kids. I'm not going to mention here in case they're watching.
Yeah.
And
hold on.
they might be watching. I don't just made dick jokes for the first 20 minutes.
The intro was dick jokes.
That's what I mean.
It wasn't even me this time.
So like, yeah, they all came separate. I was just
Yeah.
like, I opened a box. I'm like,
That's weird.
I hope there's another one coming. 'Cause-
This is not even close to my
yeah,
order.
What else did I order? Oh, shit. Then I got 2 digital games. I got Mortal Kombat XL for $5.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Like, I never got the second fighter pack. So, and I had it on PlayStation originally. So on Xbox it was $5. I was like, fuck it. I'll grab that for $5. And then I finally grabbed Life is Strange Before the Storm.
oh, nice.
$7 for the whole thing. On
Totally
Xbox.
worth it. That was like the deluxe version?
Yeah, it was the one that comes with the
prologue
or epilogue, I think, right? Whatever.
The extra
the
episode.
The farewell episode, whatever.
Yeah,
It's,
that was the best. That was the best
one.
part of that whole
Yeah.
thing.
So I mean, those were dirt cheap. So I was like, I gotta grab
Nice.
those digitally, and I resisted so much.
Yeah.
Like there was so much more I could have and wanted to get, and I didn't.
I had the Mega Man X collection in my cart a couple
Oh my
times.
God.
There was another one I had too.
What else did I have? I had
NHL. I almost bought it.
Okay.
Like, with my standard Black Friday impulse buy is NHL. This year was wrestling instead. So I didn't get NHL this year.
I almost got Dragon Ball Fighters.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
$20. I was like, oh, but I'm glad I held off on that because I think I might grab Jump Force when that comes out.
Yeah,
so.
I mean the Assassin's Creed Odyssey for $25 was one of those things I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
either like Wario or Game or Cheap Ass Gamer on Twitter. So it came up for like I was like, holy crap! And I knew I had some credit left over. I was like, I'm just gonna do
Yeah.
it, even though I haven't played the middle game yet. But I'll play both.
That's fine. I was gonna say because I mean, like not to go to quickly into what we're playing. Or
We
whatever,
might as well
but-
go ahead. Let's go ahead and start.
But Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I popped in for like 30 minutes, and I have a feeling it kind of picks up where the last one kind of left off because like I recognized the characters right away at the beginning.
Okay.
So I was like, oh.
I thought this was before Origins. I know that doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
But I thought this
I-
was happening before
Maybe.
Origins.
I don't know. I don't know the timeline yet.
I don't know history at all
That's
either.
all. Yeah.
Which would probably help.
No, because Egypt is that before the whole Greece thing? I
Art-
don't know. I'm terrible. Are you a history guy? No.
No one sitting at this
All
table
right,
is
fair
a
enough.
history guy.
But
Please, no thinking.
But I'm looking forward to diving really into that because that like 35, like that first like 35, 40 minutes, I was like, ooh, this is really pretty. And I'm like, ooh, this looks really good. And like even in the menu system and everything too, I'm like, oh, this is improved from the last game. Last game, the menu was a little clunky. I feel like instantly way smoother than than Origins. Like so, like because at first when people were like, oh my god, this is way better than Origins, blah blah blah, and I was like, okay, you're all just saying that because now you can play as a girl. Like that's kind of like the vibe I was getting from most people. But now I'm like, okay, now that I've actually started up, I see these they're little things, but if you've played Origins, I could see everyone way more appreciating this in Odyssey.
Right.
So that's good to see. And then, like Shining Renaissance Refrain, I've put in maybe 45 minutes an hour. No, actually no. No, I hit the hour and a half, 2 hour mark on that. But cool so far. It's a nice little like kind of reminds me of like the Tales series, like the way with the kind of action turn based, like you go into a battle, but then it's kind of like action based inside there. So that's gonna be cool. I'm looking forward to really diving more into that. I picked up Let's Go Pikachu.
Oh yeah, okay.
About 4 hours in, having a blast, absolute blast. Like it's totally like it's a remake of Yellow.
Okay.
Like, but it has some of the Pokemon Go aspects. So instead of battling wild Pokemon, now it's kind of like the phone, like how like with the circle and stuff. So you throw the Joy-Con.
Like feed them berries to the whole thing.
You feed them berries
like,
for if they're harder to make it easier to catch them, and then you got the different balls to make it easier as well. But
harder and balls.
Yeah,
I think they call like the Great Balls. I got they like
balls, Ultra Balls, Master Balls. Master Balls. I mean, that's on a platter for you.
Yeah. Too easy. Welcome to episode 69. Just like the previous 68.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, no, this feels exactly the same.
But it's definitely got some like it does feel like a little dumbed down in certain aspects of it, but it looks awesome. And I hope they take a lot of what is actually in this game and incorporate it into the core game that's coming out next year.
Do you like the non-random encounters?
I do, because you actually see which Pokemon on the screen, so
Okay.
you know exactly. So, like, if you want to avoid that 50th Zubat, you can, which is very nice. So
Yeah.
I do like that. I don't also mind the catching aspect.
Okay.
But what I would like to see is kind of back in the core version, where you still have to battle them, lower their health, and then catch them.
Okay.
I would like to see that come back, because with the Pokemon Go, it's pure luck, pretty much. For the most part, because there's times when like it had like a green, it had like a yellow, and I was throwing like I wasted like 10 balls on this one Pokemon, and eventually it ran away. Where then another one came on, and it was orange, which is like technically harder to catch. I didn't use the exact same balls, didn't use any berries, caught on the very first grab. So it's like it's very, very, which it still is with like the way Pokemon normally is, but you have a better chance. Your chances go up the lower the health that Pokemon has. Like,
Gotcha.
So, but a lot of this, like the battles that are in there and everything are really, really cool. And and the way they do it is designed and so flashy, and the way the battles work, it's so nice. So I do hope that even though this is a stopgap, they do take a lot from this and bring it into the core more next year.
Have you ever stopped to think and realize how like Pokemon's basically like dogfighting?
That's fine. But they're cute and they have superpowers.
Yeah, it's fine.
They live in a ball.
And Pika actually goes like Pika.
So it's fine.
All the other ones still have their weird sound effects for their names, but Pika at least actually Pikachu actually is like Pika. What else have I played? So I popped in since it was backwards compatible. Final Fantasy 13 on the Xbox One. On the
you
X.
showed me pictures of that.
Oh my god, like stunning, like really stunning. I couldn't believe it. Like they did such a great job with this. It looks really good. People are saying it's very comparable to like the PC version now. It runs extremely smooth, like very, very smooth. So I was pretty impressed with that, and I'm looking forward to really. And actually, as I was playing it, I was like, forget the haters. I forget how much fun I was enjoying with this. My big game though that I've really, really, really dived right back into.
It's gonna happen.
You're gonna win. Dragon Quest 11. I've really delved back into that. I'm 38 hours in now. I think I'm just a little bit past Act 1. Dragon Quest, of course. But I am really, really digging Dragon Quest. It's so good. It's so good.
I got my stuff on there.
And then the last thing is something we probably have both played, at least us have played. Spider-Man DLC, Turf Wars.
Yes. How much of it have you played?
Oh, I finished it.
I only got halfway through, and I might be washing my hands of it until the third one comes out.
I almost did that myself.
I got too much other stuff I'm really enjoying right now.
That myself.
This is
You almost quit the original game.
Yeah, and this almost made me want to do that again.
I mean, I don't this villain I'm not super attached to.
Hammerhead's fine,
right? But I mean, it's not like we're talking about like the Flash's rogue gallery. Like Spider-Man's counts, you know. Sure. I mean, there's enough people to pull from.
Sure.
That they can make something a little more impactful, I thought, than having him in there. But it's just like mobsters.
Yeah.
And it's the same like random encounters.
I felt like this was like fucking hard as hell too.
It was hard. It's from what I played
really
so far,
hard.
yeah.
Like I died so many freaking times. Like that was part of the point too. I was getting so frustrated where it's like, all right, I'm starting to hit that point where I'm not having fun anymore. Like this is not good.
Yeah, and because you have
boring.
It's the same collectibles. Like it is.
Well, yeah, everything.
It's the same 5 fights again smaller. Like it's like 4 of the boroughs or 4 of the sections as opposed to all of them. They have like the bases you go in there and you take on 6 waves of guys that are really hard.
Like really hard.
But like I'm finding myself
fuck those guys with the shield that just shoot halfway across the screen, then leave an electric fire behind them. Because the minute you dodge them, you fall right into the electric fire and you're burning up. It's like what the hell?
Yeah, for sure. And I mean that's really tough. And then like the story's okay so far. I didn't finish it, so I can't like give it a whole thing on it. I found myself mainlining it because I didn't want to do the other stuff anymore.
Right. The ending of it is interesting.
Okay.
So where it's like, okay, I'm ready for DLC 3 for at least story wise.
Yeah.
But have you tried any of the new Screwball?
I tried
challenges?
one, and
Did you try the ninja one, the stealth one?
No.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
So now they've added searchlights.
What did
on top of like so it's already hard to do the stealth stuff.
I did try to do a stealth one.
Okay,
you're right.
Oh my god, because like those stealth ones are already hard to do quick to get those points that you need. But now you're adding in searchlights on top of that. Like what the fuck? Like it was hard.
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean, I have no direct correlation to what the exact mission you're talking about, but weren't there searchlights in the Sable bases in the main game?
But they would just shoot at you with these.
Yeah.
If you get spotted at all,
That's
it's
it.
over.
So challenges failed. You failed the challenge.
The spotlight, no,
Yeah.
you can. I mean, all right, I'm gonna start fighting now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, man, I'm not. Yeah,
So the story, like honestly, if you don't do the extra stuff though, you can finish this story DLC in an hour.
Really?
Like it's that short. Like there's not much to the actual story. It's not like the Black Cat story at all. Like that one was very. There was a lot to it. I mean, the character was awesome, so you really brought you into the story and everything. And like that's why I couldn't wait for this one.
Mm-hmm.
But then after this, it's just like, like it almost ruined the game for me. Like I know it's DLC, and I gotta remember that this is like after effect. But like it's starting. Like it's like okay, you guys better redeem yourself with this next one because I'm really not happy right now.
And like the middle section of these things, the way I'm looking at it, the way I'm hoping. Again, I didn't finish it yet, but like the middle section of this feels like how the middle of like a Telltale series was, where the beginning was like a big bomb, and the end was a big bomb, and the middle was just passing. Was a passing like, to get to like.
Come on,
let's get through this. Exactly.
I picked this decision. I don't even know what I picked.
I'm hoping that it's gonna be something like that because
so.
I'm still planning finishing it and going through, but there's so much other stuff I'm playing, which we'll talk about in a minute. Yeah, but like I didn't finish it.
I went through the pain of 100%ing it.
So. Oh, jeez, good for you. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna do that.
I'm on this path of these trophies anyways. I might as well keep going. That's kind of was my mentality.
So you're gonna do that?
No,
and then you're
not
gonna
the
do New Game Plus.
No, I will stick with my 96%.
If you're gonna not finish that, then why?
Because that was part of the original game,
and it still shows 100%. Like
DLC wasn't part of the original game either.
It's different. It's its own thing. The other stuff is a part of the same original game. And fuck that ultimate difficulty, because if it's anything like this last DLC, I wouldn't even be able to get through it. So fuck that.
You got any more of that your list?
No, that's all of them.
Art, what you playing?
Same old. Lots of Blackout.
Yeah.
Lots of Blackout. It's negatively impacting my life at this point.
I stay up so late, and I wake up so early, and it's just like, it's just so good though.
That's why I can't go in my basement on weeknights, because I'm gonna go down there and be like, I'd jump in for a round. And then one round doesn't go the way I want it to. I'll be like, I can do another one. We died right away in that one. Last one. That was bullshit. One more. And it's 3 hours later, and I have to wake up in 4 hours.
I had my first I'm out of here. Were you in that game when I was just like, I'm done? Were you in that game when I was playing with you guys?
I don't know. Maybe.
I had literally like 5 times in a row, I landed and died. Like, I didn't even like, without even finding a gun. I'm like, literally 5 times in a row, I was like, if this happens one more time, I'm out. And it was just like, it happened again. I'm like, all right, one more time. And I was like, I'll do it one more time. And I landed and I died. I'm like, you gentlemen have a good night. And I turned it off and I played wrestling.
I think I did that one night with the, I want to say the multiplayer I did that with. I was like, fuck this. I'm going to go do something I actually enjoy.
I really wasn't having fun. That's the thing. Like, it was like they boosted up the level of players in 99. So it was just like, I feel even though it was only like 11 more people.
That map's not very large.
11 more people take up a lot of real estate, especially when they're grouped together and like.
And they're all jumping into the major areas where you're jumping into.
Right.
And...
So anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry. This is your section.
So yeah, that's ruining my life. I played some more Hitman 2. Went through the first actual like campaign mission. So the first time I went through it, like there's 2 people you have to kill. The first one, like I went through and like followed like an actual path and blended in with a group and sabotaged a race car, and the race car crashed and she died.
Nice.
And then the other one, I was like trying to do, track the guy and follow, figure out what his pattern is and how I could do something similar. And then people signed in, I started messages to play Blackout, so I just ran down the hallway and shot him and shot everyone on my path.
Gotta go!
It's like the first half was super clean, and the second half was just pure insanity.
That's awesome.
I've
Out
gone
of my way, jerk ass.
one of the things in this one that I like better than 2016 Hitman was when you finish the mission, they do the normal, like give you your score with the challenges you completed, but then at the end it shows you like, hey, here's three story paths or missions you could have done to in this. Do you want to play one of these? And you can select it, and it'll start off with like a little icon over the guy's head where you have to go to trigger it. And usually it starts with like overhearing a conversation and then getting an outfit and being in a certain place. So that I think that adds the replayability, because I'm sure there was story stuff like that in the 2016 one that I just never even knew existed, because if you don't bump into that person in that conversation, you don't know it exists. And also, I might regret this, but I think I'm actually going to look up what can you have to do to get a silent assassin score, and try to do that at least on the first one. I imagine the first one's the easiest, so... Because I went through yesterday trying to do it, and I thought I had it, but apparently I didn't.
Put on your bucket list for next year.
Yeah, it's... I mean, I'm in no rush to play through the game. I mean, it's got plenty of replayability. I did go through and do the first elusive target in the game, which... How did I kill that guy? Oh, I killed him with a bomb.
It's very subtle of you.
Very
It was well, no, it was
45 minutes of being quiet, followed by...
it was remote detonated, and I lockpicked the box where the detonator was, and the guy went into the room. He's inspecting like all this. Like his story is he's also an assassin, and he has been reported dead multiple times, but he keeps popping up. He's not dead, so they need you to go in there and actually finish the job. And you overhear the guy is talking. He's like, "We really need to like put some production value into this, like make it look good." So he's like intentionally faking his death.
Yeah, right.
And he's like, there's like an exploding pen he's looking at, which I think one of the things you could do is when he's looking at it, you can walk behind him and slam his face down on the pen. But there's like 4 other people in the room, so I had hell to get out of there. And with the elusive targets, once you kill the person, you can't start over. But after he inspects that pen, he goes and he inspects this bomb thing. And I, just kind of walked out of the room, went on the other side of the wall, hit the button, saw a bunch of notes pop up on the screen. I'm like, okay, and I just able to walk out.
Nice,
awesome.
But yeah, I was like, he like the wall's here. I'm on one side, and he's on the other side. I'm like, beep. I said, apparently killed him and like 2 of his guards.
Nice.
Because nobody in that game walks around alone. Everyone's got fucking security teams.
Of course.
Always more than one.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. I'm really trying to get a solo win in Blackout. I've been... Since the last time we played, I did a much solo. I've been 6th twice and 3rd once. And it's just...
When I jump into solos, I just go Rambo. I'm just trying to kill everyone.
I do the opposite. And like both times the second time I finished 6th, I spectated the guy who killed me, and no one was gonna beat that guy. He mowed through. He killed 9 guys in that game, which is like, again, the most I've killed is 6 now, so that's a lot. And the guy who was finished when I finished 3rd, it was just like we were shooting each other. I killed him. He killed me, and then the other guy finished him off from the other end. And that was it. But twice I was playing it, and I killed a guy. Did something that ended up killing me, but I killed them first. So, like, I had a bullet heading to them while the grenade was heading toward me.
Oh, okay.
So, like, he already threw the grenade and stuck me with it. So it shows him dead, and then I die right afterwards. I'm like, motherfucker. The other one was a Molotov, but...
Did you see that video?
I don't know. I'm sure I was. Well, they keep them all, so I'm gonna somewhere.
Or I beat the guy in the forehead with a
He
grenade.
disappeared.
That was like his feet went up in the air. I don't know if it knocked him off the building or what happened,
It
but
looked like he just like blipped out of existence. So I said I bought the new WWE game. Sorry, I got stuff. So it's super fun. I'm really enjoying it. And again, I haven't played one forever, so I have no frame of reference on if this is a good one or not. I like it. And I got, again, it was like an extra like $15 to get the gold edition. So I was like, what the hell? And they just
all the DLC,
throw all the DLC at you and all this currency. Like I'm just raiding in virtual currency. So they have 3 different main currencies that you get. The virtual currency, which is what you use to buy other wrestlers. And I got a ton of that, and they give it pretty liberally throughout, like as you play. So it's not that hard to get it, and wrestlers cost anywhere from $2,000 to $8,000 depending on if they're a jobber or someone who's good.
Stone Cold to 1, 2, 3 K.
Yeah, exactly. So you get
Brooklyn Brawlers.
you get those, and then you have you have the regular credits, and I forget what they call like the red credits. And using to buy packs of cards, and you unlocks moves and attire and boosts for your creative character and like taunts and entrance moves and stuff like that. So the more those are unlocked, the more you can like add onto your character, and the more you can change the way they look and get cooler moves and things like that. So like almost all my virtual currency, I put it all into attire and all into wrestling moves, because I don't care if the taunting I don't really care about.
Right.
And I don't really care about having boosts. I'm not going to be playing online or anything like that, so who cares? But what I've been playing is like the 2 things I was doing. They have like they have 2 different story modes. One of them is you're playing basically the career of Daniel Bryan from like indie to like he missed a few years with injury and then came back. So you basically play his whole career. And what's really cool about that is they give you spots to do. So like get the guy in yellow health and punch him while he's outside the ring, and it'll start up like an animation. But the animation is the actual like wrestling that happened in that match, but the overlay but they do it in the engine of the game. So they have those type of things you go back and forth, and sometimes like that spot causes you to lose because Daniel Bryan actually lost that match.
Right.
So it's just kind of cool.
That's
and if
cool.
you hit all the spots,
Loser.
if you hit all the spots, you get all the unlocks for that match.
Oh,
so if
cool.
I only hit like a couple of them, you only may get like just like one thing of the attire, and you might get not, but you don't get the arena or things like that. So if you do all that, so you got that's one piece of it. Other one is the My Career, where you make your own wrestler and you do like a story mode where you're like some scrub in some indies and you work your way up to the top, and you get attributes and experience points to put towards your wrestler, and you get all those credits to like get the moves and things like that to go along. But they have all that, and they have towers where you do like just like in Injustice. Injustice 2 had those like towers. Same thing.
Cool.
And you get a ton. You just throw credits at you for that too. So there's it can be microtransaction-y if you want it to be. If you just want to get everything unlocked right away, you can do that. But they throw so much of that stuff at you. If you enjoy playing the game, you're gonna be getting those things all the time anyway. Like I'll finish a section of the story, I'm like, oh my god, I can buy 8 packs of cards now. Like that's how many you get.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's like, it's stupidly fun, and now I'm understanding it more and more too. That's one thing. My one gripe about it is like there's not a really good instruction manual at all. It's like they give you some like the basic moves and things like that, but like I had trouble. I didn't know how to pick a guy up off the ground for like the longest time, and I finally figured that out.
You just taunt until he gets up.
But it was also the same way to get up when I'm on the ground. So I'm just laying on the ground like jamming buttons. Like I don't know what to do. But
that was my fun part in all the wrestling games. It's like, how do I pin?
Yeah, right.
How do I pin? How do I pin?
elbow drop.
Damn it.
So
No Mercy was left bumper.
So you finally get all and as you unlock, as you move up the skill tree, like you're unlocking. You can kind of make a dirty guy too, so I can get like a dirty pin, or I can get special moves with like chairs and ladders. It's really fun. I'm really enjoying it.
Cool.
What else? Black Ops we talked about. I bought this game called Reigns. I bought it on the Switch. It just came out on the Switch. It's been out on mobile for a while. How do you describe Reigns? So Reigns is like it's like a card. It's like a card game. Take a step back. So you're a king.
All right.
And the way you rule over your kingdom is people come to you.
Fist.
You can. People come to you with questions or choices or problems or thoughts or whatever it is. And it's just like Tinder. You swipe left or you swipe right. Either yes or kind of like a yes or a no type of thing. And your whole idea, you're supposed to reign for as long as you can. And every time you swipe a card, it's a year. So but though every swipe of the card affects one of 4 different meters they have. We have one for the clergy, they have one for the people, they have one for your army, and they have one for your money. And the trick is you're trying to keep them all in a balance, because if any one of those go down to 0, they kill you and the reign is over. Like if the people go down to 0, they basically raid the castle, kill you. Pretty much, and they kill you. So it's not only 0 though. Also, if you have too much of something, like there was one time I got into like a silk trade, and I got all this so I was constantly getting all this money, and I had so much money. They're like, we're gonna throw you a massive feast, and then someone killed me in the feast because I was it was the old saying, pigs live and hogs get slaughtered or something like that, I think is what it says.
I have no idea.
Long story short, I had too much money, and then I end up dying. Same thing if the clergy has too much power, they overthrow me. So you're trying to keep everything in the middle, but it's also very goofy.
Okay.
Like they're having a dog came up and I threw a ball and he came back and I kept throwing the ball over and over again. I didn't know what to do, and finally I swiped to the left to be like, I'm done with this, and he ended up being the devil. Like just like goofy, weird, off the wall stuff like that. So like it's very unpredictable. So you're trying to like keep everything in balance, and all of a sudden like, church is burning, and that's my fault apparently. So it's just like this is real fun stuff like that. Right. But I am enjoying it. It's just like it's one of those things I just do in bed and just like and go back and forth. Last but not least, I said I bought Celeste, and I played through the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
It's really good. It is very, very good. Celeste is like I think it's 8-bit-ish. I think is maybe not even 8 bits. Like it's very low res, but it is one of those like. I don't want to call it like a frustration platformer because
Super
you do.
Meat Boy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that. Honestly, it's not that bad.
There are some of those elements to it, though.
Yeah, but the brilliance of this game is, I think, in the way it's designed, because there's 8 different chapters and there's 8 different locations as you go through. You're basically trying to get through those locations, right? But as you go through those locations, you find side rooms, and there's what you're collecting is strawberries. And literally, they do nothing outside of just like be a completionist. Like it doesn't do anything else. It's just so if you want to go through there and not do the strawberries, you're fine. Or if you can't get to one, you're fine. And those are usually the hardest ones to get.
Sure.
But you traverse through a matter of like jumping and dashing, and that's kind of it. But the environment kind of changes those up. Like sometimes there's like a rectangle when you dash through it, like it goes all the way through it. So even if like the end of your dash is at the very beginning of the square, like you finish the rest of it. They have these little circles that you can get into that shoot you out and give you an extra dash. And it's that being said, I died a lot. I died 1,200 times.
Oh God!
In the 8 hours I played from beginning to end. But it's one of those things that gets you right back. It's like Guacamelee, it gets you right back in, it gets you right back where you were. It doesn't send you back really far.
You died 150 times an hour.
It's a lot.
Woo!
And none of them hurt nearly as bad as you put them all together. It didn't hurt nearly as bad as when I die in Blackout. Like you put them, it's nearly not that bad. But
died. Fuck.
Yeah.
Died. Fuck. Died. Fuck.
Yeah.
Died. Fuck.
But there's all those things where it's just like, what's really cool about it is like sometimes when you're trying to traverse the area, it's like it has to be one way and you have to be perfect, or you're not gonna get it. Other times, you have to be like Jazz. You gotta be creative and like do something really quick and move. But either way, it feels really great to be perfect. And other times be like, man, I shouldn't have gotten through that, and I made it all the way through. So and that is just like the mechanics of it are brilliant, and the level design is brilliant, and it's really, really good. Now layer on top of that a story about a young woman trying to climb her mountain, which is what Celeste is. Celeste is the mountain, not the character, which I thought still to this day it was until I started playing. It was. So Celeste is the mountain. You're trying to climb the mountain, but it becomes very like introspective, and there's some obvious themes of like someone trying to climb a mountain. I mean,
it's philosophical.
But there's a lot of other layers on top of that as well. And it's really well done, and like everything that happens in the game feeds into that narrative. Every like the jump, every challenge, every bad guy, every villain, all kind of feeds into that, and it's really brilliant and really, really well done. That would have been I would have been perfectly fine paying $20 for that one if I didn't wait for the sale. But yeah, it's a full-on recommend. Celeste is great, lives up to the hype, and definitely gonna be talked about here in a couple weeks when we reconvene for Game of the Year. Anyway, that's all I've been playing.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, but where?
Foreshadowing.
But that's
Ron Burgundy.
Yeah, but that is more than enough from me. So, Steak, what's coming out next couple weeks?
All right. December 6th, The Last Remnant remastered for PlayStation 4. December 7th, Katamari Damacy re-roll for PC and Nintendo Switch. Also on December... this one I think actually got delayed. Path of Exile for PS4. I believe it did get delayed. Also on December 7th, though, PUBG for PS4.
Fuck PUBG. Blackout Sun.
I was saying, pretty sure I'm gonna keep playing Blackout.
Did you see they're doing a Resident Evil 2 crossover with PUBG?
Still don't care.
Okay. Fair enough. Also on December 7th.
There's already zombies in Blackout. I don't want to...
Also on December 7th, the Sega Genesis Classics for Nintendo Switch. Then also on December 7th, game a few people have heard about, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
That's the thing.
Nintendo Switch.
There's a Twitter account. It's called like Nintendo or something like that. But like the symbol looks exactly the same. You got.
Oh, I saw that. They said
and
they
like,
got
and
delayed.
the statement looks so official. I was
It
like, oh my
does.
god!
It took me a second to see the difference. Yeah, no. After all the leaks and everything, like, oh yeah, but due to the leaks, we're delaying this game.
God damn.
Which I have been avoiding the leaks as much as possible. December 11th, Earth Defense Force 5 for the PlayStation 4. On December 12th, Insurgency Sandstorm for the PC. On December 13th, Omen Sight, the definitive edition for the Nintendo Switch. Also on December 13th, Roller Coaster Tycoon Adventures for Nintendo Switch.
Ooh,
that could be interesting.
I love Roller Coaster Tycoon.
I know. Oh my god, it's never done well on console though.
Very true.
That's the only scary part about that.
I heard. Side note, I know Civ 6. I guess runs great on the Switch.
It's supposed to be awesome on the Switch.
Everybody's seen it for like $30.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's sold out almost everywhere, the physical edition.
Yeah, it's
because
hard to-
everyone's saying it's just incredible.
But and like I said, I think Target had it on sale for like $30.
Yeah.
I don't need to buy that. my child will burn the house down around me. I'll be like, yeah, just give me just one more turn.
Hold on, I gotta fucking kill Gandhi again.
Yeah. Gandhi's up my ass planning to kill me.
Piece of shit. Your PlayStation Plus games for December.
Oh yeah.
For PlayStation 4, we are getting Onrush and Soma. For PlayStation 3, Sturden Classic and Steins Gate. And for PlayStation Vita, Ironclasts, which is cross-buy with the PS4, and Papers, Please.
I forgot that was on the Vita. I completely forgot that was on. I don't know how I would play it, to be completely honest with you.
Touchscreen.
I guess, but I feel like it'd be too tiny to read.
Yes, it would be tiny.
Your Xbox games with gold for December on Xbox One, Cube 2 from December 1st through the 31st. And then Never Alone from December 16th through the January 15th. That game looked interesting. I never wanted to pay
with
for
like
it.
the
girl with the wolf.
Yeah.
That looked interesting.
Yeah.
So getting that for free will be cool to check out. For Xbox 360, that's also playable on your Xbox One. You can download Dragon Age 2 from December 1st through December 15th. And then original Xbox game that's also playable on your Xbox One. Your Mercenaries, Playground of Destruction from December 16th through the 31st.
That was a good one.
That was awesome.
2 was not good.
2 was garbage.
2 made explosions boring.
When was that mostly online? When there wasn't an online universe really
Kinda,
yet?
but like it was.
It didn't really have like a story or anything.
One had like the
too.
targets, where like you had like the deck of cards, you're
Yeah.
trying to go through that. 2 like really didn't have that. It was just like go destroy stuff and like I'm done with this.
Yeah. Mercenaries Playground Destruction is awesome though. Then your Xbox Game Pass games for December. So this kind of started a little before December, but The Gardens Between, when that came out on November 29th, is now available.
Wait, what is this again?
Huh? Game Pass?
Oh, this is Game Pass.
Game Pass. I'm sorry, Game Pass. Mutant Year Zero on December 4th. Strange Brigade on December 6th,
That one just
which is
came out.
awesome because I really wanted to check that out, but I was not willing to spend like $60-$50 on that. And then I know the physical edition, let's see, this is releasing on the 5th. So I know the physical edition of Hellblade is coming out on December 4th. I think it's supposed to be day and day with Game Pass, but they did say December for Game Pass. So I'm assuming day and day. So, but I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know. I think
they didn't because when they announced these other 3 Game Pass games, they said nothing about Hellblade, which I thought was kind of weird because originally at the XO event they said it's coming in December to Game Pass.
They also alerted today, or alluded today, that they're going to be announcing more as December goes on. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Oh, no, I did it. Which that doesn't surprise. I have a feeling, we'll talk about this a little bit more later, but I have a feeling Game Awards, we'll find out more about that. And I think they're going to also show off because they hinted at the winner games, the summer arcade.
Right.
Winner of Xbox.
Winner of Xbox or whatever. I think we're finally find out what all those are.
Nice.
Everyone's praying that below the game they've been showing off for 4 or 5 years now. Every E3 has a little part of the Indie Scissor trailer. They always have a nice little section in there, and it looks awesome.
Yeah.
So hopefully that'll be the kicking all that off. But we'll talk a little bit more about that later.
The Hellblade thing, I'm guessing they probably already had them in production. I was surprised to see they were still releasing a physical version for PlayStation.
Well, that came out originally on PlayStation.
I know, but they're owned by Xbox now.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing though. I think this is kind of like one of those things they kind of were thinking about anyways. It's like, okay, this could be like our last hurrah here, PlayStation owners. We're still going to give you this. Like,
the game is so good.
Thing. I'm so excited to finally play it.
It's so good. It's one of my favorite games from last year.
When it came out, I forget when it came out. It was just at a bad time, and it was like $30. It was like one of those. It was like like those like middle prices, and it never really went on sale either.
No, it really didn't.
I think one time it went on sale for like 25
Yeah.
though. It never dropped to like below 20.
So I bought it for full price when they were doing like matching. For everyone who bought it, they donated money towards
right.
whatever mental health organization.
Yeah.
I've never played it. It's sitting there in my digital folder on my PlayStation. But then
so good.
Black Ops is right next to it.
Yeah.
That's also
Hitman's
really,
right next to that.
That's also really good.
And next to that is Ghostbusters, which I don't know why I haven't deleted yet.
Because you just wanted it there.
Oh, don't worry. Battleborn was deleted. The instant I closed on that game, it was okay. Delete.
As soon as you realize what it was.
As soon as I realized it was a fucking MOBA.
I have a folder in my games called like completed. I don't know if I put Life of Black Tiger in there or if I deleted it. I don't know. By the way, I won for worst games. I don't know if you saw the poll. All four people who voted. I had the worst games.
Without a doubt. Hands down.
Extra.
It's time for the news.
News.
First news item. As of an hour ago, the PlayStation Classic is still not hacked yet.
Kind of.
What? Has something in the last 45 minutes changed?
So they have gotten to the new settings.
I have two of them sitting in boxes in my garage.
Do you? Oh, nice.
It came out today while we're recording.
Yes.
That's why.
I got home and I ordered some stuff off Amazon. And get home and the wife's like, "Why do you have like 5 boxes showing up? What did you order?" I'm like, and at first I'm like, that box and that box are windshield wipers for our cars. I have no idea what is in the other one.
I don't know.
As I was leaving, I looked at the boxes and like one's Amazon and one's Best Buy. I'm like, now I know what those are.
But supposedly you have to plug a keyboard into the PlayStation in order to make this happen, but you can access more emulator settings.
Oh,
so
step one.
Does that make it run better?
I don't know more of the content of it. All I know is that
it's been out for 12 hours. Like,
Foo sent me a link, and that's all I saw of it. So
I've heard not great reviews so far.
It's supposed. I watched people play it, and it's bad. Well, like a lot of these, because half the games are the PAL versions. So they're running at 50 hertz instead of 60.
Weird.
So like, and part of the problem, Tekken 3 is one of them, a fighting game, and you see the slowdown. You notice the slowdown.
Interesting.
And then I was watching, I think it was Giant Bomb. They loaded up Rainbow Six. It's so dark.
Oh, really?
You can't even see what you're doing. Weird. It looks so bad. Like, really bad.
I'm going to be hearing from those Twitter people I was beefing with.
Yeah.
About a month ago.
No, look, your beef with them was over the game list.
Yeah, exactly.
It was not
Which
over.
some were still complaining about it. It's like, all right, like let's get over that.
It was not over the quality of what was built or the emulator.
Right.
Your argument was over the game list, and
Right.
everyone was saying, not everyone, but those people were all saying it sucked, and you said it's fine, and whatever.
Right. Extra. News.
Blackface is bad.
Oh, it's so bad. Don't do blackface. It's never good.
That's the news.
These are the two news heroes from the Legion of Heroes.
That's not news at all. It should be common sense.
That's not news. Extra.
All right, news. Going off memory here. I have it on the iPad, but just off memory. First thing, Nintendo decided to discontinue their Creators Program, which, for anyone who doesn't know, that's the program where if you made YouTube videos or streamed on Twitch any Nintendo games, Nintendo wanted a cut of it. So they basically said, like, you can make videos and we're not going to get cut as long as you're not doing terrible things and you're contributing something to the video. It's not just straight gameplay.
That sounds
About time.
Yeah,
Which is
that
about
sounds
time.
like
Especially for Smash coming out.
Right. With Smash coming out, I can guarantee you that first weekend Smash is going to be the highest viewed thing on Twitch.
Oh, absolutely. There's gonna be nonstop people playing it. There's gonna be nonstop tournaments going on and everything.
Right.
So yeah.
So, welcome to modern times, Nintendo.
they're on their way. Voice chat's next.
They have voice chats through the phone. It's great. It protects the kids. Other news item. It's not really a news item. It's kind of part of it's news, part of it's editorialization. Fallout 76.
Oh God.
People have had issues with Fallout 76, and now there's there's murmurs that people are going to file a class action suit because they won't let them refund the game, even though the game is completely broken for some people. There's another. Prior today, there were murmurs of another class action suit because they basically did a bait and switch with the collector's edition.
That's been resolved.
That's why I said
setting up a proper ban.
That's why I said prior to today. But basically, the gist of that was when they advertised this collector's edition. It came with the power armor helmet. This was coming with a canvas bag and some other bullshit. But basically, they sent them like a cheap vinyl bag instead of a canvas bag, and people were justifiably upset about that.
Absolutely.
Because Bethesda, they said like, well, we couldn't source the materials to do canvas bags, which that's fine. But put out an announcement saying, hey, we got to switch the material in these bags. Change your order, ahead of time if you so choose.
What did you see? What happened with that as well, though? So I guess they sent Kevin's canvas bags to YouTube and player influencers.
Of course they did.
So and then someone found the exact same bag at like wholesale. They were $5 a piece. Mm-hmm. For like when you order, or there was $5, but like for the mass amount of quantities they would have had them, they could have gotten them for $3 a piece. And they give people in-game 500 atoms, which equals $5. If someone like posted like a picture of what you can get with that, a door and flowers.
So that was their initial attempt at a make good was to give $5 in in-game currency. Today they put out an announcement saying, hey, we're gonna exchange the bags that were sent out for the correct item. Go to this website and they have instructions. I'm sure you have to provide a UPC or something to verify. Right. So that part's been resolved. I mean, I feel like the whole Fallout 76 thing has kind of just been a fucking carnival game from the start.
Yes.
Here's my bold prediction. That is going to be one of the turnaround games in the next couple of years. No one liked The Division when it first came out. No one liked Destiny or Destiny 2 when it first came out. No Man's Sky. No one liked any of those games when they first came out. It was a massive clusterfuck. And now people are loving No Man's Sky. People are loving Destiny again. People love The Division by the time it's over. Rainbow Six Siege. Same thing. A lot of people are like, it's only okay to begin with.
I love Rainbow Six Siege when it came out.
But like 3 years later, isn't it an exceptionally better game now?
Yes.
Doesn't the community grow like exponentially over the last?
There was a lot of people at first that were pretty upset with Rainbow Six.
When Rainbow Six first came out, a lot of people were upset that there was no single player in it.
Right.
Yeah. But I think Fallout is going to be that game in a couple of years.
Honestly, for their sake, I hope so. I hope so.
It wouldn't. Well, I mean, even Elder Scrolls Online first came out, was not well received, was not a good game. But I think like the problem with this is like the game they released is broken, like beyond the normal Bethesda jank.
Well, not only that, the problem with like the Bethesda jank is like if I'm doing a single player game, I go back to the last time I opened a door. If I'm in an online game and I just spent 3 hours grinding on something and I get to a boss and I end up fighting him to a point where I almost kill him, and then like all his health, it was like the main glitch is like when the server's like about to be disrupted, like the health keeps regenerating and then you get disconnected and like all that stuff happened. Like all the ammo I spent all goes away. Gone. And that guy didn't get any damage, so I need to do it all over again. So it's not like I'm just going to go back to a save point.
Right.
I lose a ton of my life. Right. So like that is the main. That's why the whole like the Bethesda jank is not is different in this than the other in previous type of games.
But like, if you think about it from the start, like they announced, like, hey, pre-order and you'll get early access to the beta. And then after the fact, they're like, oh, the beta's only be open for 5 hours on these days at these times. And if you're not available, it's too bad.
Right. Well, and they also promised, they're like, oh, we're doing this beta, so this will be the
Right.
least
Find all the
amount of
problems.
bugs we've ever had on release day for a Fallout game, and it was the most.
Yeah.
Because if you want someone who's actually like talking about this really really well, God, I can't remember his name. I'll have to look it up. The creator of Diablo 2. So with all the shit that's going on with Diablo Immortal, and now with all this shit going on with Fallout 76, he actually has like been like exploding on Twitter, like explaining, because he's been, you know, the whole development side, and he's basically laying out what both of these companies are doing wrong right now, and it is some very interesting read, especially for someone who's been in there inside. He's been there, like I said, he was the creator of Diablo 2. It's Mark something, but look it up. It's I every day he's got something new to say, and it's not like he's not being an ass about it. He's just laying it out there, and
Right.
it's like this is really educational. Of like, hey, here's what's going on, and here's where Bethesda fucked this up. Like, and they shouldn't have done this. They should not have said this. He's like when Diablo 2 was coming out, I never said this because I had a feeling something was going to be wrong.
But like, it doesn't seem like it's a full game. Like if they would have done like the PUBG thing or the Minecraft thing, or like this is
Early access.
Like I think that people would end up saying like you're buying the early access version of it. You'll get access to the full game when it comes out.
Right.
Like I think I just think the messaging, like you said, was just wrong from the beginning, and it feels like they kept putting the cart before the horse on all of this stuff.
Right.
So I don't know. It's weird. But I'm gonna stay by my prediction.
Well, I would say
2020 is gonna be the year of Fallout 76.
I hope so.
With it being Bethesda,
I hope people. I hope so.
I have pretty confident Bethesda will do or say whatever they need to do to at least make good on, you know, all the stuff they've messed up so far.
Right.
Whether or not it's gonna be a huge turnaround story, I don't know. I think you know, you still have the big part of the population upset too that it's not the normal Fallout.
Right.
Well, that's the thing, and and lately Bethesda, they've been just creating these epic single player games, like they have not really been focusing on multiplayer. So now that they're finally focusing on multiplayer,
Right.
The majority of the Fallout crowd, they're single player people. That's how those games are. So like, of course, they're not going to be too crazy about Fallout necessarily.
Yeah, but I don't think that's not the spirit of the game either.
Well, sure,
but
there's still like I said, the issues you're saying and stuff. There's a lot of problems.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
like you. I understand what you're trying to create, but I think you still need like NPCs in there and stuff. I think you still need something, because like even like an MMO, as much as you may not understand it, there is a story going on in an MMO,
Right?
And that's what you're trying to create here with the Fallout universe. Is an MMO Fallout? Is what and you need to maybe go look at WoW. Go look at some of these that have been around a while.
yeah, some kind of storytelling outside of just reading documents, which I don't know how you would do if you're in a party of 4. Everyone, hold on, I gotta read this.
Yeah. Or audio files, because it's audio files too.
Yeah,
right?
I think
whole
the
brands or whatever.
holotapes,
Yeah, like.
Yeah,
No.
that's weird. All right, what else you got? That's it. All right. Time to take it all away from Konami. So there's a bunch of. So basically, what we're doing is we took all the Konami IP that I could find anyway, and we're going to give it to another developer and like Konami make pachinko machines and work equipment and whatever else they want to make.
They make workout equipment.
They do. They have gyms. They have full gyms in Japan.
Is it just like rows and rows of DDR machines?
Yes, that's all.
That's their cardio section is DDR machines.
I fucking wish.
Yeah, right. We got
that'd be great.
We got a list of 15 different franchises that I don't know if there's some of them aren't active anymore, but some of them are ones that they've touched in the past, and we're like, what the hell? Here's what I think we should do. I think we should go in alphabetical order, except for the big ones, and push all the big ones down. Like push Castlevania down, Silent Hill down, Metal Gear down.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do my homework.
You're the worst.
It's all right.
That's fine.
It's all right.
I did more than enough. For both of us.
I've been busy.
I did add one to my list.
Which
that
one?
I would bring kind of more like a retro collection.
Okay.
You know how they used to do all those old arcade games,
Right.
Like this, you know, like like old Contra stuff, but like Simpsons and stuff,
Right.
like those kind of games.
Ooh.
Like
I'm down with that.
because they were pretty big. With like them and Capcom were like the big two for that kind of stuff. So
They don't own the Simpsons IP.
I get your point.
But you know what I mean. Yeah. I think because that's the thing nowadays. Like that stuff's huge. Like these retro collections are huge now. Like I think that'd be kind of interesting to see who actually. I can't take credit for Foos. Thank you, Foos. I can't take credit for that. Dude, the minute after he listened to the last episode, all of a sudden he starts sending me a bunch of
whole list.
He's like, dude, you gotta talk about this game. Foos, we're not gonna get to any of that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, some of the stuff I don't think they own the IP for. I think that's when I was trying to parse the list. I think that was
fair enough.
When I was going through, and some of these some of these are probably gonna be wrong anyway. Leave me alone. It's Wikipedia. All right, first things, I don't think they did all of these games, but I think they did the last one.
Okay.
The Bloody Roar series. Fighting game, different monsters, and you were human, I think, to begin with, and it was kind of like an Altered Beast situation where you would switch into the monster at some point during the fighting game.
It was awesome.
They're really cool.
Bloody Wars were so much fun.
So who do you got? As
NetherRealm.
NetherRealm?
Oh, yeah. Hands down NetherRealm. I think Ed Boon would just have a blast with that.
Did you have one of those for that one? So I thought Iron Galaxy. They did the Darkstalkers remake recently. And I kind of want to see them make a game from the ground up because they're usually making like remakes or whatever it is. Right. And I kind of want to see them have like a known property, but make something kind of from scratch. I just think that'd be kind of cool for them to do, and I think that they might be a good team to do it because they've done some really nice stuff recently, and I think that'd be a good one for them.
I think that'd be a great studio for a 2D version. Of Bloody
That's
Roar,
what I was
and then
thinking
NetherRealm for like a 3D. Yeah. Like I think that would be awesome. That would be a lot of fun.
All right, next we got Bomberman. Anything for Bomberman?
The only thought that came to mind, because the Bomberman Switch, it was kind of like you ran in like an enclosed area, and when you die, people on the edges throw bombs at you, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
The only thing I thought of, thinking of this, I was trying to think of like other companies did similar games, and just like the layout of the level, I was thinking like Namco.
Oh yeah, I mean that's classic. Yeah.
Yep.
What do you got for them?
I kind of went a little different route. I said the Behemoth, the people who do the Castle Crashers developers.
Oh yeah,
because their art style is so awesome. They would kind of like put a little bit of a different twist on Bomberman. And Bomberman is usually difficult, and Behemoth loves difficult games. So I think that would be really interesting.
I went the complete opposite route of you when you're going like cartoony.
Yeah.
I went Enhanced Games, which is the guys who make Rez and most recently Tetris Effect.
Okay.
I think just like a super like neon in your face massive explosion possibly in VR thing.
I was like, give me that VR
would
mode.
just be nuts from that guy. I can't remember the guy's name who was responsible for those games, but like
that could be awesome.
I just thought that would be just like this, like because it's just like the same. Like had like the line, I'll throw the lines, you're moving around, and then just have these big bright neon explosions. I think that would just be really, really cool for them.
That could be awesome.
That's one of my best ones I put together.
I like that. No, I like that a lot.
All right, next one's Castlevania, but we're going to push that one down.
Okay.
How do you feel about Contra? Want to do that now, or do you want to push that one down?
Contra was already remade. It was called Broforce.
That's true.
All right.
Broforce is awesome.
All right. DDR, I think there's only one.
There's only one.
Harmonix.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
We're going to move on from
and
that.
also...
Challenge.
Oh.
The studio that made Beat Saber.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I still need to pick that up on my VR.
Yes,
like,
you do.
Oh
I
my
wanna
god.
play it.
Yes. Oh no. Yeah.
So okay. Sidebar. they did the like all the PSVR bundles were down to like 200 or 250 over Black Friday, and like the day after, like Saturday, they announced the Borderlands VR Beat Saber bundle.
Yep.
I was like, "Fuck, are those deals still going? I'll buy it for that." And
Right?
then,
No.
everything's jacked back up $100. I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah. No, I know that would have been perfect. Yeah. No, that's a really good point. That'd be a really good point because also a couple other games I forgot that Konami have done is Drum Mania and Karaoke Revolution as well. They're huge with those. Like Harmonix would be perfect. I think for all.
Hyperbolic Magnetism is the studio that does Beat Saber.
Okay.
Whoa. Yeah, I really want to play that game. That'd be really
awesome,
cool.
Yeah, every video I've seen for that, oh my god. I just wish, the only thing that talks about the VR, I wish it had like the custom store, like all the other, like the PC has, because like with real songs.
It would be hard to, like, it wouldn't necessarily need to be a VR game, because if you're using a footpad, it makes it a little fucking difficult to see that, and I don't know, develop new technology or some shit.
But just the fact they've already done a rhythm game and it's so well done, like why not? Yeah, that's a good point.
Taking a step back and talk about the creative mode, I mentioned that. Like I didn't mention that in the wrestling game. Yeah, there are people. There's this a storefront where you can just download people's creations for wrestlers and arenas and belts and like it's an unbelievable amount of stuff that people have made that you can just download. They only allow you to do 20 a day because you don't want to just downloading a whole thing at once. But yeah, that's really cool. All right,
nice.
Back to this. Gradius.
This is one of the ones I did not have something for.
Housemark. I know they don't make. I know they don't make games like that anymore, and I don't care.
They don't do 26 shooters anymore.
I don't care.
No.
I don't care. I don't care.
Just pick the people that did the Ghostbusters game. It'll be fine.
God, I didn't even.
I would want them to do it because I think that they would do it justice because that's their game.
I
mean, they do like the twin. They usually do the
Yes.
twin stick shooter, but I think I mean, they did Rezo Gun, which is very similar to
Right.
something like this.
Yep. Oh my god.
So-
I didn't even think. Yes, absolutely.
All right. Well, Metal Gear and Silent Hill are going to push down.
Yep.
Suikoden. No idea.
Square Enix, Octopath Traveler,
Yeah.
Octopath developers.
Yeah.
Like, give us that back, like, old school type of RPG for that type of game. Because they tried 3D for that and it didn't go very well. Let's go back to how 1 and 2 were, but I think the Octopath devs, they've got that retro kind of
Yeah.
thinking going on. I think they would be the perfect people to take that.
I'm glad I knew you had something.
Oh, yeah,
I
I got
had
that right
had
away.
nothing
Yep.
good on that one. Want to do Zone of the Enders? Is that big enough to push, or is that one you want to do now?
We can do that now. That's fine. Because actually, I just thought about this just earlier. It took me a while to figure it out. Microsoft Game Studios, more specifically, the MechAssault team.
Oh yeah.
They haven't done that they haven't released a MechAssault in forever, but like the MechAssault games, like I'm not huge on mech games. I like Zone of the Enders. I actually really like MechAssault.
That's a
so
good idea.
that would be cool.
Zone of the Enders. I haven't seen a Zone of the Enders game since like PS2 came out. That was like robots flying in space, like
Yeah.
fighting each other, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was kind of
Kind of like Gundam,
rails, right?
A little. The first one was a little bit more, was kind of more on rails.
I
than
only played the
second
first one. I never played the second one.
Yeah,
Second one,
I
still
only
gotta
ever-
play-
I
gotta
only ever
pick
saw
that
the
up for
first one.
VR. I gotta pick that. I still gotta
Well,
play
that's
that,
that's
but,
so that's
but yeah.
you mentioned that. That's the line of thinking I had. There was a VR, and my thought was the group that did E Valkyrie.
Yeah.
That would be really good.
Yeah. That would
Ooh,
be awesome.
Like in the
that would be
What
awesome.
do they call them in Zone of the Enders?
Oh my god, I haven't.
Javelins or something?
Yeah,
Or-
oh god, that sounds
CCP games.
right.
It sounds kind of
That sounds
communist.
right. I have not. Like I said, I haven't. I bought the remake of the second one because of the VR mode. I haven't had a chance to plop it in yet, but
It's gonna drive me nuts. I
It's
think
gonna drive me crazy because the first one.
I think actually Javelins is from Anthem. I think I just
That is definitely in.
okay. I put the Square Enix team that did Nier Automata. I
Okay.
think they would do a really cool job
Yeah.
of it, and they had those kind of like the mech type of fighting in that same
Yeah.
type of space. I think they'd be and then get to the point of having more like
You're controlling an orbital frame.
I was close.
Orbital frame.
I feel like that's right. I feel like that's
Controlling the orbital frame.
Oh, I think the name of the main character had a J.
Jehudi.
okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I was
that's what it
completely
Now
off
that you say
base.
that,
Okay.
I think the main character had a J.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the Nier Automata team would be really cool
That
just
one-
because
yeah.
they would have like I mean they're and they can do the different versions of the fighting.
Yes.
They can do like the hand to hand type that they have on there. The I don't know if it'd be twin stick shooting in that, but like the way they did like the mech fighting that with missiles and things like that I think would be really really cool.
No, that would be good.
All right, next Frogger. What do you got for Frogger?
Whoever made Crossy Road, I don't know.
So I had nothing. I had nothing. For
I
this
put
one.
Naughty Dog. I don't care. I want a gritty reboot of Frogger.
How amazing would that be? They come out with The Last of Us 2. They come out with this masterpiece, and then at the end of it, there's a little teaser, and it's like
It's a frog.
Like in like one of the televisions, like there's a retro like a retro video of Frogger, and then you find out like a year later, oh yeah, we're remaking Frogger. That
I
was
want
our hint.
a photorealistic. I want a photorealistic, and it'll just be grotesque.
Oh my god, crazy.
Is it Pro Evolution Soccer?
is.
Is that
Yeah.
what it is?
Yeah.
I put down Who Cares on there.
2K Sports.
That's what I play. Because besides EA, what else do you got?
I- that's-
And 2K has no soccer now, so
Yeah, I think that
All
that's-
2K
that
has
makes
is
so much sense.
basketball.
right. Which is
And
ridiculous.
wrestling.
And someone,
All right.
We said sports, not theater.
I
really wish they'd get back in the hockey game. Force
Me too.
I
Force
wish-
EA some
I would say
competition.
I just wish they would make
And
all the
football,
sports games all over
everything.
again, just
I know.
to make EA do something.
I know.
the EA games aren't
put a little
bad,
pressure
right?
on
But
them.
just like I would
But
like
they
to
get
see.
lazy year after year.
And,
That's
like,
the problem.
I don't think the games are bad, but I would like to see what they would do with competition. Like, where would they push it? What would the differences be? I think that would just be
look at
better.
Madden 05. They just did the same thing they've been doing. 2K5 took over, and everyone's like bought that for $20.
$20. I'll never forget that.
Instead of the $50 for Madden 05, and it was way better. Oh god, that game 2K5 was so good.
I played that game for 3 years.
Oh,
of that
that's
game.
still my favorite football game.
All right,
we
next.
won't talk about All Pro Football 2K.
No, that didn't exist.
I still have that.
I had that for a long time.
It's sitting under my TV.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know why? Because it had no resale value.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Do you ever find out if the last NCAA game is backwards compatible with the?
I don't think it is.
not.
Damn.
I know. They need to make that happen, but the problem is
didn't never know that
buying a
happened.
copy of that is expensive.
It's stupid. Yeah. All right, next, Silent Scope, the sniper game from the arcade. I don't know if it ever came home. It probably did.
It did. Oh, with
really?
the gun and everything.
Oh, really?
The PS2 era.
I did not
Yeah,
know that.
you could buy the Silent Scope gun and the sniper gun and everything. Oh yeah.
What do we got for Silent Scope? Anything?
Ubisoft.
Okay.
I could totally see that. Seems like an Ubisoft kind of game. I could see that.
I did the guys who made Sniper Elite Rebellion Developments. I had to look that up.
Yeah.
I have no idea. That's not a fun one. Next one, Lethal Enforcers, another light gun game. I know that one came home because I definitely rented. I rented from Blockbuster Lethal
Nice.
Enforcers. It
Did
came
it
with the
come
whole.
guns?
It came with the big black case with the guns and everything.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome.
I put down dice for this. Because they did the Battlefield Hardline game,
Yeah.
and that was close to a good game.
Yeah.
Like, it was just missing a few things. I think that just having it, like... And I also think that this game should be dumb. Like, it should be really, really dumb. Because Lethal Enforcers was very dumb. Because it was just like... There's a bad thing happening over there. Just kill them all and just don't shoot the hostages. But if you do, it's only minus 100 points. So, I mean, it's one of those... I would just like it to be that stupid. But again, like, with the dice level of polish and destruction and really accurate gunplay and things, I think that would just be... that'd be the closest thing to Bad Company we've had from them, like, in a long time.
Sure.
So I think that would be a good mix. Anything for Lethal Enforcers?
Or you got something? No. For me, it was I say any PlayStation Studio because I want it in VR.
Okay. Ooh.
And this is also gonna be my thing of why the fuck are any of these light gun games in VR yet? House of the Dead. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, Time Crisis. How have we not gotten new light gun games in VR? I mean, I know PC's got a some, but like PlayStation VR, like that's perfect. Like the move controllers, the aim controller. I mean, like it's made for this shit. Like, give it to us.
That's a good point. They only had like a couple. They had that, was it Farpoint?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, Farpoint.
And
It came with the aim gun.
That's not really that's not like that kind of a game.
No,
like,
it's because it's not an on rails type of thing. It's more of an adventure kind of game still. Where no, I want that like shoot, like let go to duck, to reload. All right, shoot, and then it progresses you on. And then all right, now I got two options.
Yeah,
which way you want to
shoot
go?
which way you want to go.
Like, because for PlayStation 3, I have the Time Crisis 4 that you connect with the light gun and everything. There was another one that was like a treasure or something or whatever. I had those games, and I those were a freaking blast.
Yeah, those were fun.
The Lego games are so much fun. Like, and then the House of the Dead game that was on PS3 when the move controllers came out, that was compatible like with those. So it's like, fucking give these on VR. Like, I want shit flying at my face while I'm doing
fun.
Like, Until Dawn. Like, that's awesome in VR. Like, give me more of that.
Next one, Yu-Gi-Oh. Any ideas? I don't even know what Yu-Gi-Oh is, so I don't know.
It's basically a card battling game. I said Blizzard.
Okay, yeah.
Because of Hearthstone.
Totally.
They crush Hearthstone, so I said Blizzard could totally take that over.
Nothing? All right. Back to the top.
What's a Yu-Gi-Oh?
Exactly.
Is that
My
like
brother
a,
was
is that like a
really into
Pokemon?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It was like right below my age.
All right.
So
We got 4 more. I'm going to do them in my own personal reverse importance order. Contra. What do you guys got for Contra?
Ninja Theory.
Whoa. That's a really good one. That's way better than mine.
Because I want, like, it does not need to be 2D. It could be 3D and everything. And I mean, and I think Ninja Theory, they're amazing at action games, and I think that could be something special.
That is, I put Housemarque again.
Oh,
because I just want them to, I
Yeah.
would think they would do 2D justice more than anybody else. And I just want them to make those games again because I really enjoy those type of games. Yeah, yours is way better than mine. I'm going to stop talking. Castlevania. Anything?
No.
I got 2.
All right, shoot.
Uh-oh.
So, because I have a 3D and a 2D.
I almost went that way too.
Yeah,
but
for
go ahead.
Castlevania, I think you kind of
Yeah,
need that.
yeah.
All right, so for 3D, From Software.
Okay.
As much as I would hate that,
Yeah.
because the games are so damn hard, but they hit the Gothic world so well. They know how to do that. Like, I think and like these epic bosses, which is what Castlevania is known for. I think From Software would just be the easiest choice ever for a Castlevania game, 3D Castlevania game. 2D, a company called Unepic Fran. They're the ones that do this Ghost 1.0 game that I talked about before on the Switch. That is an amazing Metroidvania game. Like, they did such a great job with it because like, there's a lot of Metroidvania games out there. And I thought about Mercury streams, which that did the recent Samus. But then I found out that they were also the ones that did that Castlevania.
I was going to say, they already did Castlevania.
And they've already done it. So I was like, no, maybe we should go somewhere else. So there's Ghost 1.0. I really like their style. I like the way the game's played. So I think 2D wise, I think they could totally crush it with the for Castlevania.
I put Yacht Club Games, the guys who did Shovel Knight.
Oh, okay.
Because they have made the best 8-bit side-scrolling game in over a decade. Because that game is immaculate. It is one of my favorite games of all time.
I can't even think about that. I would take that 2D one. I would take that.
Yeah, I only made a 2D. I only make it a 2D one. They somehow mixed like Super Mario 3, DuckTales, Mega Man, and like they put it all together in a new IP, and it was brilliant. And I think that they can do the same thing with the Castlevania formula.
No, that sounds good.
All right, Silent Hill. Anything for Silent Hill? Yeah, you know, the worst.
I never played Silent Hill.
Really? Oh my god!
Whoa. What do you got for Silent Hill?
Do you have a PS2 art?
Nope.
We gotta get that PS1.
We gotta
get that PS1 hacked.
Yeah.
I rode my PS2 into the ground.
Yeah.
To the point that it would no longer read discs.
I am going to, because I need to do it anyways. I'm going to buy cables for my PS2 I have there. Once we get my gift to you going again, I will be giving you that in Silent Hill 2, and you must play in a dark room.
That was one of those games I was playing, and like
I played when I was in 8th grade, and it freaked the shit out of me.
I was playing it.
I'll do it, but I don't get into those types of games.
So
while you're like, oh my god, it's so great, I'll be like,
I was walking down a hallway, and it was like a T hallway, and I get to it, and it's just some ungodly, gross sound happening to the left. I'm like,
nope,
I'm going that way, and
then there's Pyramid Head the other way.
Yeah, it was something disgusting the other way. So, I put 2 down. One is like I think would be just a neat to see if they can do it. I would like to see if Rockstar could do it. Because I would like to see just like their level of polish and care and things like that in it. But I don't think
Rockstar has not done a horror game, have they?
That's only Undead Nightmare is the only thing closest thing they thought of. That's why I would like to see if Rockstar to do like a full boat like horror game. I think that would be amazing.
That could be interesting.
But my actual pick is Remedy. I want Remedy to make this game because they've done like with Alan Wake, they did some kind of spooky stuff in the past. We haven't gone like again. Full head on into it. They have the control scheme already and like the camera and like the engine and things like that. That's basically already done. They've just had to build Silent Hill around it.
Yeah.
I think, and I love Remedy. So like I think for me personally, I think that would be a beautiful mix between games that they've already made with a kind of the genre that they do, and then the franchise that I would love to see again. I think Remedy would be definitely the best choice for that one.
That would be cool. I picked Sega.
Okay.
The Condemned developers.
Oh my god, I forgot about Condemned. I think it's the last second game I liked.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Condemned is so good.
So good.
Yeah.
Both of them. Like, the second one got a lot of shit. The first one's really fucked up. Like, don't get me wrong. The first one is way better than the second one. Because that was just crazy. Oh my god, they had the mannequins and everything. Oh my god, insane. But the second one is still a great horror game.
The very first time I ever touched a 360 controller was playing Condemned at my buddy's house.
That was one of the lunch sales I bought. Yeah, oh my god. Oh, so good. Like, and I don't know what that development team's doing now or what they've done.
I don't know who it is.
I know they did that what was it, Rise of Nightmares? It was the Kinect game. It actually wasn't half bad. It was, again, Kinect was shoddy itself anyways, but when it worked, it actually worked really well. And I actually really enjoyed that game. That was one of the actually first games I played at E3 when I went there. But yes, those guys that would be awesome. That could be creepy as fuck. A good one.
All right. Last but not least, granddaddy of them all, Metal Gear Solid. Who gets the unfortunate, place to go after Kojima? The Metal Gear Solid doesn't count.
Survive doesn't exist.
What do you got?
Okay, so my original thought was 2 teams working together on it.
Okay.
If I had to pick one, I could, but IO Interactive for the gameplay, and Guerrilla for the story.
Ooh.
If I have to pick one, I'd pick Guerrilla because there is some stealth elements to Horizon.
Right.
But I think the stealth play in Hitman feels more like Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that would be where I'd go with it.
Ooh,
and with
Guerrilla's a good pick.
like, I
Good
mean,
one.
the Guerrilla, as far as the storytelling, if you've played Horizon, you know how many different directions that friggin' story goes in, and with the wonky, fucked up storytelling in Metal Gear Solid,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Like it. What do you got?
Gorilla. Gorilla was my
Gorilla's
choice.
a good
That was like one of the first things. Just like
That didn't even
just
come
what
to
they've
my
been
mind.
like, because like even though like I said again, for me, Horizon was not my thing. That's mainly because of the bow and arrow. I'm not a big bow and arrow person. But that like, but I could tell from the little bit I did play with, like the story was very good. The action
Story's so good.
It is like it looks. I didn't even get it really into it, so but
Yeah.
it was still good. Like at the
So good.
beginning,
That game's so good.
but like that's, and I think I can just see like they've created a very good world and everything. I could see them making it like continuing this Snake, not necessarily Solid, but Snake
Right.
story, and I think that could be something special, really special.
I couldn't pick one. So here's what I would do. I would give it to Ubisoft and have them pick people from different, like the key people from different teams. Like I would want them to do the guys who did the open world from Wildlands. I would want them to get the guys who did all the tech guru fighting stuff from Watch Dogs. I would want the artsy fartsy people from Faye and things like that. And then I want like the goofy storytelling from like Far Cry, and just pick like the best people from your studios and cram them into a new one, because I don't think Metal Gear could be done by one anymore, because you need so many different things. You need like I again, if I would have thought of Guerrilla, I probably would have picked that too. Honestly, I think that's a brilliant one by both of you guys, and probably the best choice. But like I just thought like if you just pick, because Ubisoft is so diverse and they have so many different things. Like if you can just build a team, a new studio, and like to pick off a little bit from all of those, I think you can put a Metal Gear game together. Because it's just so off. Because I mean, Metal Gear games are so off the wall. There's so many. They go in so many different directions, and they have good. Not only just like good gameplay, but good gunplay, good gadgets, good crazy story, and big set pieces, and this again, Metal Gear 5, that big world, and all this different stuff all together. So I don't know if one studio could handle it, but you guys were way better than this than I was in terms of that one. I think Guerrilla is the best choice for that one.
No, I don't disagree either though with that though, because then also too you grab a few guys that are off the unannounced Splinter Cell game, new Splinter Cell game that they're working on.
Hopefully.
That they're working on. It's happening. There's way too much out there. It's happening.
Yeah, that'd be so cool if they actually had Splinter Cell and Metal Gear in the same company.
Oh, but that's
I didn't think about
my
that.
god, because I mean
It's
they were the stealth champions,
Yeah.
both of
They
them.
can tell you, but they have to kill you.
Yeah, right, yeah. But they were the stealth champions, and I mean that's no other stealth game was as good as Metal Gear that Splinter Cell. Like that was like the closest in terms of stealth.
That was like
aspects.
Yeah, that was like
Everyone else tried it.
Yeah.
It did not conquer the way Splinter Cell did.
for sure. That's it. That's all of them. I think we did a fantastic job. You guys thought of stuff I never even crossed my mind. So that was fun. We should do that more often. We should just pick like other big ones.
We should destroy more companies.
Yeah, for real.
So fuck you, Konami.
Yeah.
Give up your shit and let us have some good games again.
Listen, you can keep your IPs for your pachinko machines, but maybe lease them out for
Oh
games.
my god! Like I cannot believe, like, for me, okay, so obviously the whole thing with all this shit went down. Like losing Silent Hills was.
I really want to play my Silent Hill game. I want to play either
God.
From Remedy or Rockstar. I want to play it so bad.
Oh god, like that just kills me. Like
Yeah.
not having that game, like that totally kills me. But I think my biggest disappointment right now is still Castlevania. Like how did we go a whole like 3DS era where all we got was that Lords of Shadow game that was it? Like how did we not get more of the classic 2D Castlevania? I mean, even nowadays, like the Switch and everything.
Put out a Castlevania collection.
Right. I mean, they just did
the
that.
Mega Man collections.
Well, that's the thing. They just did the Symphony of the Night and Rondo's Blood one, but it's like
That's 2 games.
but like it was 2 games, and it was poorly done. Like I mean, like it was just like a straight like it's not what people wanted. Like let's put it that way. It was just not what people wanted for that. And it's just like
Symphony of the Night is one of the highest regarded, if not the highest regarded Castlevania game.
Oh,
out there.
absolutely. It's just like that's just like Castle. That's the one I think that just kills me the most. And like Metal Gear is Kojima. Like that's the thing for me. Like as much as like Guerrilla can do it, it's still Kojima for me. It's like that would be very difficult to like anyone to take those reins.
I
and
agree.
Like, and even like Guerrilla, like a very well suited company. I don't even know if they'd want to.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's one of the things too. Like if God forbid that ever. In this magical world of ours, where that did happen.
It's so great.
And somebody else, got the license to Metal Gear. I almost feel like they'd have to like just reboot it.
I think so.
And come up with your own original story.
Absolutely,
I think so too.
Because not only trying to continue on Kojima's story, but trying to decipher what the fuck that guy's thinking.
Right.
You're never gonna do it.
Little do we know, Solid Snake is going to show up in Death Stranding.
God, I hope not.
No one's going to understand Death Stranding.
He already did in one of the trailers. He was that floating baby.
Yeah. This is all a prequel to everything.
Yeah. Guillermo del
about
Toro
strings.
is actually a Solid Snake. He's just really old and kind of gave up. All right, so that's
Kojima keeps saying that game's about strings, and you see all these videos, everything. The gist of it's going to be a guy in a cave with like one of those string diagrams that you use to solve crime, organized crime. It's just them explaining the story of Metal Gear.
Yeah. Here's what I think happened. There was no baby. There was no Shadow Man. It was all weird. All right, so that's the end of Konami. I think we did a good job. But this is usually the point of the show where we
Nice knowing you, Konami.
Yeah. This is usually the show where we do the My Gift to You, but we're like kind of diving into a bunch of Game of the Year candidate type stuff instead. So we're using that time. That's why I played Celeste all the way through and things like that. So
I forgot I did start Detroit. I played through the first level, which is the demo. Yeah, right. So I at least played through that and Connor survived. So
did you jump off the building?
Huh?
Did you jump off the building?
No. He said Connor survived.
My Connor survived too, but I also jumped off the building.
Oh, no.
He got rebooted.
So they have to rebuild you after that?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Daniel got shot the fuck up.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
It was great.
It was one of those things where, like I said, with mine, I kept getting closer, and then something happened where this spooked the bad android, and I grabbed the girl and threw her behind me, and as I was pushing the guy, and I just went down with him. And so we were both going off the edge of the thing. But we were androids, so who cares?
Androids don't have feelings.
I don't care. So
I got to try to pull myself away from Dragon Quest so I can play a little bit more of these.
Yeah. Same.
That's the difficulty I'm having right now.
I think the last one, I'm going to try to get to Yakuza 6 that you gave me. I'm going to really try to get to it. AC Odyssey is going to probably get precedence, though, once I pull myself away from other two things I'm playing.
That's the thing. My goal is, like, I got a handful of games. I want to get, like, 3 to 4 hours into each. So because, once you do that, you get a good feel. Like, obviously, story-wise, you don't know, but you at least get a good feel for the game.
Yeah, for sure. All right, where can people find us online?
People find us online?
Yeah. Oh. If they looked.
Maybe.
You jerks.
They didn't do anything wrong. I'm the one here who's half asleep. People can find us online on Facebook, iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, like 8 hours after we actually upload, by searching The Sticks Podcast. That's something you might be better off searching Sticks Video Game Podcast. That name change finally went through, I saw at some point.
Hey, all right.
You can find us on Twitter at Sticks Podcast. Find us on YouTube at youtube.com/SticksGamingVids.
All right. Good work, Dick Joke. Steak, final words.
I love it.
It's gonna stick.
So we've got two really big events coming up.
Yes, we do.
In the next couple days. If you're listening to this on release day.
Oh, right, this thing.
So,
No, I got this one up here.
That's right. So on Thursday, December 7th?
I'm Ron Burgundy.
6th. The Game Awards are going on. So every year the Game Awards, big deal. They always show some new stuff, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just a good time, celebrate the community and everything. What's his name? Hopefully Joseph is presenting. Yeah. So hopefully he's hammered again.
Hopefully he's sober this year.
No, I'm
hoping he's hammered.
That's who he is, man.
Yeah, that's true. That's just who he is. So
just dial it down like a notch or two.
And then on Saturday, the 8th, Kind of Funny Games is doing a showcase. Yep. So this is normally about right when PSX would be happening. Mm-hmm. So since PSX wasn't happening, they're like, hey, game developers, let's show shit. Let's do this. And it sounds like this is gonna be a way bigger deal than I had ever imagined. This was gonna be.
And they're talking about like games just getting in, like they're getting like just greenlit now,
Yeah.
like recently
So,
to like get on the show,
I
and
was
they're
thinking-
gonna have like things are like available now and like the whole thing.
So this,
I listened
about
to-
half a dozen are going to be available that day.
That's crazy.
I listened to Kind of Funny Games the other day, and Greg Miller says like, I had a big studio reach out to me today wanting to get something on this.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
So yeah, he tweeted out just a few hours ago that said, "I just got an announcement that just changed everything."
That's nuts.
Which is like, what does that mean?
Yeah, right.
Like, what does that even mean? Like, this is crazy. I mean, but then all week too, like he tweeted out at Sega, "Hey Sega, you want to announce something about Yakuza?" And they're like, "Hey, that's not a bad idea. Let's do this." And then like, "Hey NIS, you want to announce something?" You know what, Greg? Yes, I do.
That's
like
so
this is
crazy.
crazy. So this is gonna be huge. This is going on. I believe it's 12 o'clock Pacific time on Saturday. So 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Eastern. So you're gonna want to tune into this. Like there's something besides, like it's gonna be a lot of smaller titles. It's gonna be a lot of indie stuff. I'm sure, and I'm sure the stuff that's getting released that day are gonna be more indie stuff. But I have a feeling we are gonna get some really big announcements and really big things, or even like stuff. It's like, hey, this has been announced but never shown before. Here you go, kind of thing.
I think it's really cool too that they're like really leaning into like encouraging people to do like the simulcast where like
they want
people to do like
reactions.
they're showing like
Yeah.
if you want like we're not gonna copyright strike, we're not gonna do any of those things,
which
like,
is amazing.
I think it's a really cool thing too. So
Which I mean, it is cool, but that's like a big part of their business too. Is like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
like
that's what they do.
They're doing the live reactions to the Game Awards,
Right.
They do all the
Right.
live reactions to E3 stuff.
Yeah,
so
it's really
exactly.
cool.
So
but
that's,
it is cool that they're like, yeah, do it. You know, throw it up on your Twitch channel, not like, no, watch on our Twitch and then later post stuff to YouTube. Like,
Right,
no, go
no.
for it. Hey, go for it. Hey, by the way, here's the logo we're using, so you can advertise
Right.
your thing, your stream.
yeah,
That's really smart.
it's so great. So be sure to check that out. So just to finish up here, I asked you guys, let's just come up with one. Like they announced that there's gonna be at least 10 game kind of announcements or whatever. So I just asked you guys to come up with one prediction just for fun.
Yeah.
You know, no big deal. Just pure fun for the Game
I
Awards.
swear to God, if Kojima shows up there and gives me a fucking date, I'm gonna lose my mind. Sorry.
So no,
You're never getting the date.
So my prediction is that Jeff jerks off Kojima on stage. No, I'm just kidding.
That was mine.
It happens every year.
Yeah, I know. No, my prediction is going to be. I thought of this as soon as I. This is probably cheating a little bit, but the minute Jeff said that the Russo brothers are going to be there, the Avengers video game is finally going to be revealed.
I like it. What do you got?
So usually on these things, I go for the points and try to go more
Right.
realistic. I'm just not going to do that this time.
There's no point.
Yeah, there's nothing on the line here.
This is pure fun. This
Yeah.
one.
So I'm going greedy on this one. Something about Borderlands 3, please.
For the love of God, look at
please.
this man. Look at him.
Please.
If it
Give it
makes you
to
feel
him.
better, Foos sent me a link to
Please.
an article that may be
Please.
happening. That may be happening.
Please.
So it might be coming, Art. It may be coming. He wasn't sure if he wanted me to throw that in your face to tease you to like get your hopes up. But since you brought it up, it sounds like it may be happening.
I'm not getting my hopes up because I've had my hopes up for the past 2 years after when they showed that shit at GDC 2 years ago.
Oh right.
And they haven't said a goddamn
that
word
was
about
2
it.
years ago now, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I was thinking finally Rocksteady was going to show something, and then
But
they
now
put
they
it in
say
there,
no.
and they're not.
Yep.
So I'm going to
So
go
Mike loses.
full 180. I know that the Kind of Funny guys, I forget the guy's name, but they know the guy who works for, is it Psyonix, the Rocket League people?
Yeah, it's what's his
Dunham?
Maybe. I don't know. Anyway,
no, the guy that is Dunham the one that was in charge of IGN? Because that's who it is. It's whoever was. He's the one that
Right.
hired him at IGN.
Right. I think that they're going to show Rocket League 2. I think they're going to go like into something. It's been years since the last one came out. Yes, it's still big.
Yeah.
But it's not as big as it once was. Some of the other things
Sure.
are coming up bigger. So I think Rocket League 2 is going to be shown.
Same thing or something different?
I think they're going to do, because I mean they expanded Rocket League into have like the basketball hoops and stuff
Right.
like that. I think they're going to go to they're going to do as many sports as possible.
That'd be cool.
So they have like football and baseball. And I don't know how to do baseball, but they can definitely do football. They can do soccer. You can do basketball already. They can do even like really goofy things. They really want to get into like like mini golf and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think they can really expand Rocket League into that kind of goofiness and still keep the core gameplay in there as well. So I don't know if it'd be actually like Rocket League 2 or some big Rocket League expansion that does this because it's kind of a service now.
Sure.
But I'm gonna say Rocket League 2 just to go off the deep end on this one.
No, my other prediction that I had actually before the Avengers thing, but then I saw today it actually got shot down as well, was that Cyberpunk Day.
Ooh.
But they said that there's gonna be no Cyberpunk
Man,
information.
this is like,
which sucks because it's like, oh my god, dude! Like
Something.
that game, like I need more because that 45, like don't get me wrong, that 45 minutes was amazing, but I need more.
yeah, I think it, man. I think it's gonna be. This is
Yeah, Jeremy Dunham.
okay.
Okay.
I'm like trying to not get my hopes up for this kind of stuff because it is so new, right? I mean, the
I
Game
know.
Awards are the Game Awards, and they have some interesting things in there, and I mean, it's a cool show. Like, I did watch it last year. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to watch it this year.
I last year I think I watched almost the whole thing.
Yeah,
like
it was a good
it's
show.
long. It's long though. I will say
What were
that.
what were the big announcements from last year?
Bayonetta 3 was one of them.
Yeah, that was huge, and then the Bayonetta
the 1 and
remaster,
2.
the 1 and 2 was big. Well, that's the thing. Nintendo always does a big one at one
Right.
of these. So everyone's kind of thinking Metroid Prime 4. They're gonna finally show a trailer for that.
Or the
We'll see.
trilogy remake.
Oh, that's
Jesus.
just like the Bayonetta thing. Give us
Yeah.
the trilogy remake, and then boom, here's the 4 trailer. That would be
I'm all about it.
hype.
I'm trying to like reel it in.
Let's see if any of the announcements are like, at the level of what we're
Yeah.
discussing
But
here.
No, I know, but they usually are. There's usually are a few things because like
I know
Oh,
last
Death
year-
Stranding had the new
Right.
I know,
But it was the same with
but they
they
did
had,
have
like-
a new trailer
yeah.
though for there, I believe, last year.
But like, I just
And
the
still-
channels died twice. They showed
Still,
that for the
nobody
first
knew
time.
what was going on in Death
Right.
Stranding
Right.
trailer. They could show one this
Oh yeah,
week.
no.
Still,
It
no one's
doesn't-
gonna
it
know
won't
what's going
matter.
on.
No, it won't matter.
So I mean, the Game Awards are the Game Awards, and that's all fine. But this new like kind of funny showcase is like
this is that's very intriguing.
right.
Very
So I
intriguing.
just I mean I don't know what I mean. Again, this is brand new, so I really don't know what to expect.
And
so,
again, Greg is very good at building things up.
yeah.
So I'm hoping he's not just kind of teasing us on this, like, because he has a big mouth and he gets very excited about even the smallest little thing.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like
but the fact
That's kind of
like,
their whole company is.
pretty much, yeah.
Big mouths and hyping things up.
Oh yeah, but the fact
It's not
that,
negative comment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But the fact, like, I hope he addresses exactly what it was that they got just like today.
I'm sure he
to
will.
explains everything. Like, please be like, hey, so remember what I tweeted about that? Here it is, because I'm curious like what that big thing is.
yeah. I hope it. I mean, I hope it goes off without a hitch, and I hope it becomes some big deal for them because hey, I'm
It's gonna
always
be a lot of VR stuff. I feel like
probably, and I mean,
which is
and-
good.
Yeah,
which is good.
I mean, if you look at their roots, like there's a lot of Sony stuff and,
Oh, yeah.
and stuff like that too. So
I
I
have a
think
feeling those because like they're starting to make way with what Microsoft's doing. I would not be surprised if Phil reached out to them.
And I mean, they had a small the Smash Brothers event that they had with like some of the press. They didn't have a ton of people in there, but they had them there. So like they're like, and again, so I mean, who knows where they're at for Nintendo too. So I don't know. There's a lot going on. So I think this is a really cool week, honestly.
Yeah,
for
I'm very intrigued
for everything,
and
so-
I can't wait.
With the kind of funny thing, I'm kind of curious, like what the flow of that thing is going to be. Like, is it like, hey, we're doing the indie stuff first, and we're going to build to the big stuff, or are they
they're
just like
they've been
sprinkled?
they're
pre-recording
pre-recording stuff.
Yeah.
So it's gonna,
Right.
yeah. So I think it's gonna be like a Nintendo Direct more than anything else.
But I'm like, are they going to like do like 3 or 4 indies, and then big announcement, and then 3 or 4 indies, and big announcement?
I don't know. We have to tune in to find out.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Like, it's
60 announcements. I think I might just watch for a recap on that.
which is
one.
kind of crazy. Like I'm excited for the Game Awards because I usually, like I said, again, there's usually a few
Yeah.
big things that I can announce. But I'm actually very, very excited for this kind of funny thing because this could be huge.
Yeah, check it out. Stick in. Tell us what you see. Tell us what
Yes.
you like. Tell us what you think. And we'll see you next time, Stickheads.